Recovered from flu to face his former side, but in front of him a new look back three. Richard Dunn, Gerard Vikens and Lucien Matomo brought together after midweek injuries to Steve Howie and Sylvain Distin. Danny Tiato still preferred to Ali Benarbia, and up front Nicolas Anelka, who'd scored in every league game he'd so far started against United. For Ruud van Nistelrooy, a first taste of the passion of a Manchester derby, but no David Beckham to supply the crosses, out through suspension. Roy Keane and Nicky Butt also missing. Phil Neville once again debutising in midfield, with Seba Veron moving to the right. For Kevin Keegan's City, the one game in the season that means more than any other. For Sir Alex Ferguson, more than local pride at stake, with United in danger of losing touch with the leaders. Savouring the electric atmosphere for us at Main Road, Ian Darke.
And an early touch for the Republic of Ireland international Richard Dunn. City have been beaten by United in United's last 4 visits here. Philip Neville, who made his league debut for Manchester United in a 3-0 win here. Sylvestre. Giggs lets it run, and Vikens gets it away. Difficult for Manchester City at the back with Vikens and Matomo in from the start for the first time, and Anelka caught out Rio Ferdinand. Now Gota, great chance to put Manchester City ahead. Anelka surely, yes! Nicolas Anelka does it again against Manchester United. Rio Ferdinand got caught out here playing in his first ever derby. Anelka, too much pace for him, feeds Gota, and although Bartes makes the save, he only sets it up for Anelka, his 7th of the season, and he's now got 3 in his last 3 Barclaycard English Premier League matches. United disjointed early on. Scholes, good challenge. Veron, now Van Nistelrooy. Crowded out, but Giggs plays it in there again, and Solskjaer has equalised! Ole Gunnar Solskjaer beats his old mate, Peter Schmeichel. And the Norwegian, who says he feels like a Manchester lad these days, gets his first ever derby goal, and he doesn't miss from there. Berkovic to Foe is done. Foe, and again the passing leaving something to be desired. Although Gota's got the ball here. Back and he scored! That's amazing! Huge mistake by Gary Neville. Oh, a real howler. And City are back in front. It was a very poor ball, to be honest, from Foe. There seemed no danger at all, but Gary Neville allowed Gota to rob him, and Sean Gota scores against Manchester United, the club where he started his career in England. Anelka won it in the air, otherwise he might have got a free kick anyway. Sun Jihai. Oh, and Anelka! And Gota, both of them in there, and I think it was Gota who got the touch. Now then, Anelka in behind, one-on-one! Oh, Bartes with a vital save to keep Manchester United in reach. It's Gota through to Anelka, who was onside. Seemed he had to score, but Bartes denies him. Philip Neville. United, remember, in 3rd place at the moment. 4 points behind Arsenal, 8 behind Liverpool. Lovely ball through. Berkovic, Gota's in here! City goal. And what a day to score it. He was so strong, his first touch was good. Took him away from Blanc. That gives him a chance of a second one. And the second one puts the ball in the net. Well, there might be a few repercussions from this. Signs that Sir Alex Ferguson is deeply unimpressed with what he's seeing. Giggs slid it low. Solskjaer was there again. And saved by Schmeichel. Well, Solskjaer's run to the near post was a clever one. Look at that, he jacks the run. There he is. And Schmeichel, at the second attempt, grabs it. Giggs. Look at the covering. Very good work indeed by Poe and Tiato in there. And Berkovic. Anelka wants it into the channel. He's onside. It's Anelka! And is that a penalty kick? No! Says Paul Durkin, or does he? He's called back the action. Now, what's he going to give here, Paul Durkin? He's not making it clear, but I don't think it's a penalty. There is offside eventually. Well, that's weird, because I believe the linesman had kept the flag down. So that's a contentious one, because that might have been a penalty. Roy goes down under the challenge of Matomo, and there is no penalty given. And now the Manchester City players are talking to Paul Durkin, and they think maybe that Van Nistelrooy was looking for something. Did he win the ball? Yep, he did. Forlan. Now Giggs. Sylvester, very deep, finds Solskjaer. Back down for Giggs! Saved valiantly by Schmeichel, who is denying his old club here fairly heroically. Well, United have come up with late winners in this game, often enough. The City fans will remember that, but now they need two just to get level. Sylvester. Up goes Solskjaer, that was nearly one of them. And Schmeichel grabs it down by the post. Well, the United hero is a City hero today. Forlan, good ball. Solskjaer to Van Nistelrooy, who goes down on the edge of the box. And this time, the free kick's given, but right on the edge of the box. Dunn's challenge, yes, was just outside, though Van Nistelrooy fell inside. Taking their time, United. If you well to remember, they need two. It is Giggs, and the wall does its job. Corner. United desperate for something now. Solskjaer on the back post. Was unbelievable. Put that in your catalogue for misses of the season. It's been a long wait for Manchester City, and they've deserved it. 3-1 winners. First time that they've beaten their great rivals for 13 years. A good performance. What a day for Peter Schmeichel.
Not to mention noisy and passionate as the two sides entered the pitch, and plenty of hype surrounding this matchup, but it didn't quite live up to expectations. Steven Gerrard, the cross from the right to Michael Owen. Nice job of getting himself free to take a shot, but it's wide. Middlesbrough on the attack. Jonathan Greening lays the nice ball over to Garimi, but his header wide of the far post in a very lackluster first half. Not much improvement after the interval. Long ball ahead to Nemeth. He'll fire in between two Liverpool defenders, but Jerzy Dudek punches it to safety. 82nd minute finally produces a goal. Middlesbrough corner. Ball cleared to Nemeth, who floats it into the area. Dudek out to grab it, but doesn't do a very good job, and Gareth Southgate has the easy tap in. 1-0. A minute later, Liverpool pressing for the equalizer, and it looked like they'd get it. Emile Heskey with a golden opportunity, only to see it go wide. 1-0 was the final.
Borough had more of the possession in the second half. Can they turn it into a goal? Nemeth. Jeremy feeds it into Macaroni, who was slow, but it's taken. It'll be taken off Borough as quickly as they put it in. As the ball was played in there, Macaroni was offside. Can't argue. Diao. Owen was offside. Borough continues. Southgate misses out midfield. Direct to Nemeth. Nemeth cuts inside. Oh, and deceived was Dudek. Seemed to completely lose the flight of the ball and had to improvise in the Liverpool goal. Parnaby. Job. So much at stake for Liverpool. Jeremy puts it in. Diao gets in away. Jeremy gets a second attempt at it, but this time there's Jonana Rees up. Double act come forward. Southgate and Egion. One will go near, one will go far. Vidmar in there as well. It's another disappointing corner from Jeremy. Nemeth plays it in. Dudek has to get there. Oh, he's lost it! Oh, he's put in! And Borough not waiting around. Gareth Southgate celebrates. Accidental, clumsy, unfortunate, whichever way you want to look at it. He did collide with boxing. No argument. Southgate picked up the pieces. A golden goal for Borough.
Two top-half teams managed by two former Scotland roommates. Southampton yet to lose at home, Blackburn undefeated in 3, and several connections on the pitch too. Former Rover James Beattie was making his 150th appearance for the Saints. Brett Ormerod was born in Blackburn, putting his hometown club under pressure. Anders Svensson was tripped. Referee Alan Wiley gave a penalty. A challenge from David Dunn. And the chance for Beattie to net his 5th goal in 4 league matches. A jog of delight and a jig of delight, but they weren't home and dry just yet. It was a Rovers display that brought displeasure from their manager. They were missing Duff through injury, Johansson and Flitcroft through suspension. They needed their goalkeeper Brad Friedel to be on tip-top form. He didn't disappoint. One of the saves of the season. Many believe Brad Friedel to be the best keeper in the league right now. Less than 15 minutes to go. Time for a spot of controversy. Oakley's attempt to take a quick free kick was blocked by Tugay, who'd already been booked. A second yellow was the outcome, and Blackburn were down to 10 men. Tugay could hardly avoid being too close, but he could have avoided raising his foot. Last season, Blackburn stole the points with an injury time winner from Craig Hignett. With 90 minutes on the clock, Lucas Neal took possession. In off the chest of Andy Cole to make it 1-1. Neal would normally play at right back, but the switch worked a treat. Blackburn was second best, but escaped with a draw.